put together this very short video to speak about placements in sports science. So whether you're a first year or whether you're going into your final year looking for that main placement before you graduate, I'll cover those bases throughout this short video. But before I go into those 3 points I'm going to make about placements, what I will say is that most placements aren't advertised. And really, it's a lot from word of mouth, it's from knowing people, it's being part of a team already and getting your foot in the door. You're not going to find that many adverts unless it's the higher level sort of graduate placements. A lot of stuff, especially in the early stages of your degree, you're just not going to see it advertised. So you do need to think about some of these considerations in the video in order to get some placements. So firstly, what I do is speak to your lecturer. If you're not sure about placements, you want to get involved. Lecturers are a great starting point because they might already be involved in some research or some applied work. Some lecturers mix their lecturing role with a job on the side working in sport. So they're a great place to go first, see if you can get involved with them. But failing that, if you can't get in directly with them, a helpful lecturer will try and help you out. They will know people, they'll put the word out if you're a good student. But if your attitude's poor throughout the semester, if your attendance is low, it's highly unlikely that they will give you the green light. That doesn't mean you're not going to find a placement. You can still go and do it your own way, but it definitely helps to be kind of tuned in with the lecturers sometimes because they can definitely put you in places to accelerate your development. Secondly, what I suggest you do is go on Google and start to create a list of local opportunities in your area. So for me, when I was doing my undergraduate degree, when I was in Hull, I would type in football teams in Hull, rugby teams in Hull, cricket, tennis, you name it. And these sort of things you would get. You get a list of local teams in that area that you're looking for. And from there, you can click on these websites and you can make your list of all the different places you can go to within that 10-mile radius, or wherever your target is. You can start putting that together and gain an idea of what's available. So I'd get that list together. Don't rush it. Don't just go 3 or 4 companies and then give up. Try and get 20, 30, 40 companies, teams, whatever it is that you're looking for. Don't be afraid to start low as well. Amateur level sport. I'll do another video about that soon, about all the amateur teams I work for when I was doing my degree. Don't be afraid to go too low. And then find contact details. So typically it'll be an email or LinkedIn, but the lower level teams, so some of the teams I worked with, it was a Facebook message, it was more social media because it didn't have a proper website. And then take the time, contact them all. You don't have to do them all in one day, but if you find 40 teams, 5, 6 emails a day, you can get them all done in a week. So don't feel rushed into getting that all sorted. I do have some template emails on the Instagram page to save you scrolling through my page. If you want to drop me a message on there, I can happily email you those templates. And lastly, create your own position. This doesn't apply to everybody, but if you're already involved in a team or a company, and there's an additional role or something you can do, then why not? So let's look at it from a sporting perspective. If you're playing for a team, did it have staff? You're playing at a lower level, probably not. There might be one person, but there's not going to be a whole backroom staff at the lower level. It's just not going to happen. So therefore, do what I did. I would create a position for myself. I would do step 2. I would contact teams, ask them if they have a strength and conditioning coach. Pretty much every single time they'd say no, and I'd say, well, do you want one for free? I'll work 1 or 2 days a week. I'll get involved a couple of hours a day, and yeah, do all your S&C. So they'd be fools to say no because you've got the credentials and it's free labor for them. So it is a win-win. You get your experience too. These are sort of things you can do. I won't go through all of them systematically just to save you time, but if you just want to pause the video now, take a look, think about the sort of things that you could do here. Does that relate to you? If not, have a little think now about what could you be doing? What sort of things could you be doing with a local team, a local company, where you can just get that little bit more experience? So yeah, very short video. There's plenty of things you can do as well, but these are some of the basic things that you can get going to begin with. But what I'd say is then, just to reiterate, do speak to your lecturers. It doesn't have to be every single lecturer, but if there are 2 or 3 in the department who have similar interests to you, get in touch with them, see what they can do for you. Create your list, go on Google, find all the local companies, teams in your area, and contact them. Send loads of emails, Facebook messages, LinkedIn, whatever that may be. And finally, create your own position. If you're already within a team, within an organization where there is scope to do something different and get involved, 100% take that on board and go for it. Okay, so I'll leave it there. If you do want to get in touch with me, if you're looking for a placement, my details are there at the bottom. We can chat a little bit more about the placements you're looking for and get some sort of strategy together on how you can get those placements.